everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing a really special local release. This right here is Thirsty Dog Bourbon Barrel Aged Siberian Night. Thirsty Dog is actually based out of Akron, just like Hop and Frog, so it's not too far down the road from me, which is pretty cool. But I'm sure many of you have probably heard of their Siberian Night. It is one of their most popular brews. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. And this bad boy is particularly special because they let this sit in oak bourbon barrels for 11 months. So I am really excited to try this. It's been released on tap a couple of times around me, maybe about 8 or 9 times. However, the price usually drives me away. It's usually about $12 or $13 for a 12-ounce pour, which is ridiculous. Because since this is the first time it's been in barrels, they charge $24 for a 4-pack, which is still kind of a high price tag, but I think much better than what it usually is on tap. And you want to serve this out about 55 degrees, and this is 10.9%. Alright, so that pours out a pitch black. No light getting through that. There's about a finger, a little over, of a nice dark roasted tan head. Looks great. Oh wow. First thing I pick up is the bourbon. You get a little bit of that vanilla in there. Definitely get some chocolate. Some kind of roasted malt notes. A touch of dark fruit, kind of like a plum note. Definitely a little bit of like a caramel sweetness, some vanilla. Yeah. I get a little bit of coffee, but it's definitely more on the chocolate side to me. I do get a little bit of like that booziness from the bourbon, but you know what? That's to be expected. At the time I'm reviewing this, it's only a month old, so still a really fresh beer. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take our first sip. Wow. Damn. Right away, I get a big hit of bourbon. That's kind of followed up by some really nice roasted malt notes, some kind of milk chocolate, dark chocolate in there. It's a very chocolatey forward beer, which is nice. I definitely get some vanilla. Not as much as I got in the aroma. I definitely got more vanilla there, but there's still some vanilla in there. A little bit of coffee character, and this is a decently bitter beer too. I mean, it finishes pretty bitter, has a very nice kind of creamy coating type of mouthfeel, really lasts on your palate. It's got a nice full body to it as well. Yeah, also has a bit of that kind of earthy, grassy, like hop type of taste in there. Kind of that bitterness in the background as well. But yeah, this is pretty good. The oak isn't too much in it, which sometimes it can be too much too little. I'd say they got the oak right on this because you definitely get the oakiness and the taste, a bit more than the aroma as well. But yeah, it's mainly kind of the coffee, the dark roasted malts. Not really picking up on the dark fruit character as much. I kind of suspect that maybe as time goes on, the bourbon will mellow out a little bit, which will kind of let the dark fruit flavors come up a little bit more in the beer. But drinking pretty good right now, if a little high, because you can definitely feel that 10.9 as it goes down. It's not quite a summer beer, I'll tell you that, but you know what? I like bourbon, I like Imperial Stouts, so obviously a good thing. I would say, if you're not a big fan of bourbon, you don't like particularly bitter Imperial Stouts, you like the more sweeter variety, probably one to stay away from. But yeah, this is drinking pretty nice. As far as a rating goes, I'm going to go with a 4.3 for this one. I think it's really enjoyable, but it doesn't quite reach that the upper echelon of finely crafted bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stouts, I think right now, the dark fruit that I kind of smell in the aroma, hidden a little bit too much by like the oak and the bourbon in the actual taste. The other thing too is I really like a little bit more of that kind of vanilla character you can get out of it. The caramel is not as much presence either. It's more of like that roasted bourbon chocolate type of flavor, which it's good. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy this beer. However, I think some time would mellow this one out a little bit. So I'd say if you bought a 4-pack, probably drink one now. I'd cellar the rest, you know, for sure. And by the way, if any of you guys like the way this sounds and you want to trade for it, hit me up. I'm always down for a trade, especially since I just moved to my new place. But I'm going to quit babbling here because you guys are probably sick of watching me drink some good beer, right? Right? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, that does for this beer review, guys. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.